Hello, this is Leslie Lee, and welcome to Simply Tarot, where I give intuitive advice to empower your life. This is a reading for the Earth signs, Virgo, Taurus, and Capricorn, for the week of December 18th through the 31st. Now, we're going to do these last 2 weeks of the month because I want to make sure I have some time set aside for my family, my girls, my husband, and so I hope you don't mind me smushing these 2 weeks into one. Remember, this is a general reading, so not everything will apply to everyone. Make sure you look at your moon and rising sign. The moon and rising sign calculators are in the description area below for your convenience, as well as the timestamps. Okay, well, we're going to start with Virgo. Virgo, you have the Ace of Air and the Oracle card Imagine. This looks like a couple of weeks of starting something new, fresh, and being inspired to go towards a goal, something that you've probably been planning for a while. The Ace of Air is the Ace of Swords in traditional tarot. So there's going to be a lot of putting your imagination and creativity to use to create something that you've been striving for, to create something you've been working towards, or something that you have a goal set around that you want to see accomplished. This is also a good period to communicate with others, to get your point across, to make your point, to speak your truth, to listen as well, because communication is a two-way street, not only speaking but listening. And this is a good time to connect with others and make sure you're communicating clearly and you're communicating truthfully, being authentic and honest in your words and what's spoken to others. And not just what's spoken, not just, verbal words, but also written words. So if you're into writing or anything artistic that has to do with words or communication, this looks like a period where things will be a little bit easier for you because you're using your creativity, as the Imagine card would suggest. You're using your that sixth sense, that higher power, that higher consciousness that comes with creating or being artistic or talented in some area, and you're using that when you're zoning in, when when you're in the zone, when you're working diligently and hard, and you look up and time's passed and you didn't know that time was flying so fast. It's that sort of thing. So these 2 weeks looks like a week of just getting things done, getting things out there, getting things started, especially when it comes to creativity. And when it comes to communication, a good focus on being honest and open and allowing other people to be honest and open with you as well. I think you'll get the most satisfaction out of that exchange these couple of weeks. Okay, moving on to Taurus. Taurus, you have the Page of Air and the Oracle card A Leg Up. These weeks looks like a moment when you're going to be learning something new, possibly in communications. Now, what I mean is that you will probably learn new ways of speaking to others or communicating to others or putting your points out there or making your points known or clear. It's a good time for communication as well as it is for Virgo. It's a good time for learning something new, especially if it's going to help advance you and your skills. A leg up lets me know that you'll be needing some assistance. So this assistance can come from a sort of expert or teacher or professional that will probably help you along this path and help you learn what it is you're trying to focus on. For many of you, you may be taking some seminars, you may be learning something new and fresh online. This can be with school as well. You're probably thinking about going back to school. You're probably continuing with school. You're probably working on some of your studies, that sort of thing. So this is a good week to ask for help, to learn new things, to ask for the information you need, especially from others who are experts or who have experience, the experience you're looking for. A good time for connecting with others in communication as well. So anything to do with listening, writing, communicating, speaking, anything to do with words, be it verbal or not, it's good for you. It's a good period for you to get some help on that and to advance in that aspect. And this can even result with relationships. So if you've been wanting to communicate with a lover or a partner or someone you're collaborating with in business, or even for negotiations, and this is something new for you, you can be learning how to speak properly, or how to get your point across properly, or how to communicate, or even some sort of like therapy or counseling sessions, something like that. Just a good way, a good moment to learn to communicate with others effectively. Okay, moving on to Capricorn. Capricorn, you have the Six of Air and the Oracle card Regeneration. So this looks like a moment of healing. For many of you, this can be a tough time. Around the holidays, it can lead to some sort of depression or feeling of not belonging or something in that area. And this is a good time to heal. This is a good time to set aside a moment for yourself, to give yourself the attention that you need to continue forward through this period and to get to where you're going, to make sure you hit your goals and keep your mind focused on the end game. Because with the regeneration card, I do see that you possibly will have a second chance of sorts, a second chance to get things back on track or to move things forward, some sort of forgiveness. Like, there is a lot associated with healing with these two cards and with turning over a new leaf, kind of like calling it a truce between you and someone else or you and another group, kind of extending your olive branch, sort of say, so you can heal. This couple of weeks is all about making sure that everything that you had set in motion or had planned is starting off with a great start and will be strong and will flourish and will blossom and bloom into what it is you want. So make sure you take that time to heal. Make sure you take that time to rest. Make sure you take some time out of all the chaos, of all that's going on around you, to make sure that you are taken care of. Do not neglect your needs during this time. I want to thank you. Thank you for watching. Thank you for liking. Thank you for sharing and commenting. And definitely thanks for subscribing. I appreciate you guys so much. Thank you so much. And I will have more for you soon. And I'll see you then.